Hey, it's Mark Linear with your video thought for the day. Okay, so last week, this guy comes up to me because I had been talking about optical illusions and I'd shown some of my favorites. This guy does this number on me. He shows me these two cards and he says, okay, which one is bigger? And I'm like, well, clearly the red one. And he says, are you sure that the red one's bigger? And I'm like, whoa, was that sleight of hand? Did he like switch the cards out a la a magician? So I said, do that slower. And so he does it slower and makes it real clear it's not a sleight of hand. Is that not stunning? They're actually the same size. Look, you can marry them up. Kaboom, same size. But when you shift them and put them right next to each other, it is bizarre. The eyes do play, well, I started to say the eyes play tricks on the brain, but it's actually, I think, scientifically the other way around. The eyes see things, but the brain plays tricks. The brain doesn't accept what the eyes are seeing and manipulates and changes things. But regardless of which is tricking which, the point is, your eyes and my eyes aren't always seeing things correctly. Now, I tell you that because your video thought for today comes from a Psalm 11 out of the Old Testament. I was thinking about it this morning, and it's just a simple verse. But Psalm 11 verse 4 says, the Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. Then it says, his eyes see. His eyelids test the children of men. Children of man, you and me. In other words, God is on his heavenly throne. God is in his holy temple. But his attention is not diverted by things happening at his throne. He's not trying to redecorate. He's not trying to do an expansion. He's not contemplating what kingdoms he's going to conquer or have a peace treaty with. No. God is in his heavenly throne. He's in heaven, but his eyes are looking at you and me. His eyes are testing you and me. And his eyes are not so easily deceived like ours are. God sees things for how they really are. And he sees you and me for how we really are. And that transforms me because I know that my eyes not just trick me with these, but my eyes and brain can trick me a lot. If I get distracted from who God is and I get distracted from his presence, then I start buying into a fiction. I can easily buy into a fiction of this world and its priorities. I can easily buy into a fiction of what I want or think I want or what I think is good for me. If I get distracted from seeing God, my vision can no more be trusted in this life than it can with these cards. And it's the reason why I think it's so important for me, and I would think maybe for you, to spend each day contemplating God. And so that's your video thought for today is let's contemplate God, but contemplate him as someone who's looking at us and seeing us in truth. Because he sits on his heavenly throne, but his attention is on you and me. That's kind of awakening. And that's your video thought for today. I'll see you tomorrow.